So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of people have been having trouble with the notifications. What you do is hit that notification bell, and that should solve the problem. Sorry for the echo, but I'm in the garage. I was just out here messing around, working around with the bikes, the lift, getting everything in order. Finally got the electric working right. That cost a pretty penny, let me tell you. But anyway, as I was working on the bikes, a lot of things were going through my mind. And one of them was this deal that the media is talking about, this COVID vaccination cards. And it's a scary deal, man. They're talking about if you want to travel on a plane, you want to go on a cruise, God knows what else, that you're going to have to carry this COVID vaccination card around with you and show it to those who ask. Now, if you think about it, that's a deal that they used in the Eastern European bloc, World War II, where I'm sure if you guys watched movies of that time where they say, show me your papers, that's kind of like what it is. Then I asked myself, well, bikers are supposed to be the last vestige to freedom. Are they going to follow it? Now, I know a lot of people are probably saying, oh, you're blowing it out of proportion. But if you think about the ideal behind it, I have to say to myself, how the hell am I blowing it out of proportion? This is something that they're actually talking about. It's bad enough that you have all these small businesses going out of business. People are suffering. If you look at states like mine, Illinois, they are abusing their executive authority like you wouldn't imagine. And I think it's to get people used to what they got coming up. This vaccination card being one of them. They are programming you to fall in line. And one thing about bikers is we don't fall in line too well. At least most of us don't. There's a lot of difference in the scene when I came up to now. A lot more people, they conform to what society thinks you should do. So that's where the question came from. If this goes down, will us bikers stand up and say, you know what? No, ain't happening. Those that are religious, I would point to the mark. Are they getting us ready for something like that? Because let's face it, if this incoming administration is all globalist, the people they're putting in place are all globalists, they wouldn't hesitate for a second to enforce something like that. It's a real scary time period right now. Meaning they're using an epidemic to take away a lot of people's constitutional rights. And I heard this all over the media today about this vaccination card. Can you imagine having to show proof that you got a vaccination to get any kind of services? Last time I checked, your medical was between your doctor and you. It was nobody else's business. It don't seem like that anymore. I think that the media, the government, has gotten in people's heads so much that this is so incredible, which, hey, I'm not doubting it. It is. I'm locked away half the time, but I got underlying conditions. But it's so bad where you got to give up your total freedom. And now they want to throw this into the mix. And I know a lot of YouTubers are talking about this because you got Borger out in Norway. He talks a lot of Viking stuff in the woods. He's even talking about it. And that's Norway. Will we as a lifestyle even take that? Are we truly the last ones who believe in freedom? I don't know. I can't answer that question. Because the things that I've seen over the years, how people's thinking has changed. It used to be F the government. Who cares what they have to say? F society. Who cares what they have to say? We're going to do what we want to. Then you had a new different generation come in where they all want to kumbaya together. They buy into a lot of stuff. They're part-timers. They don't live it like a lot of people live this lifestyle. They only want to play with the ideal of being free. How is it truly free when you conform to what they're thinking about doing? Again, I might be paranoid. I might be blowing this out of proportion, people say. But will I do it? Hell no. And if you ever seen a picture of this card, it's not a piece of paper. It's the size that it can fit in your wallet. So what's that telling you? What it's telling me is they're trying to pull a fast one like they have been trying to do all year long. The suffering that the suffering is actually worse than the disease right now. If you look at Kristi Noem up in South Dakota, which I've said a million times, I hope she runs 2024 because bikers for Noem, baby. She was behind us bikers in Sturgis. She's very biker friendly. But if you look at her state where she didn't close anything down, like these other states like Cali, Illinois, New York, they got about the same positive rate than these other places. Yeah, it's smaller, but the numbers are about the same percentage-wise. So what's that telling you? You got authoritative governors trying to run roughshod over the U.S. Constitution. So they basically been programming everybody. And we, as the American people, are falling for it. Hook, line, and sinker, baby. There's a lot of them doing it because they got the fear so bad in you that they don't want to question what's going on. They rather give up their rights for security, and we all know that ain't something you want to do. Because once you give it to them, it's gone. It's gone, man. You're not getting it back. So, let me know. Are you going to conform if they try to pass this, which they have already started talking openly about, where you got to present your papers if you want to get this and that? If you want to jump on a plane, are you going to present them papers to them? Present them papers to the master. Very scary stuff going on, and especially the next couple months is going to be the telltale sign of how everything's going to go. They're already talking about executive orders for gun control. So if I were you and you want an assault weapon, you better go out there and get it now, or it's going to be hell. That's why the Second Amendment's so important to everybody, is to fight back on this type of stuff. And yes, it's coming to a boiling point right now. All they have to do is keep on pushing these restrictions, keep on putting people out of an income, out of a livelihood, and start pushing papers. You got to do this, you got to do that, and you're going to see some blowing up, man. So let me know in the comments section what you guys think. Let me know if you're going to conform to this. Are you, one, going to take the vaccine? And two, are you going to carry their card in your wallet and present your papers to get on an airplane or to go even in a food store? I wouldn't even think they'd stop at that. What I do know is you're seeing some Eastern Bloc stuff going on, and that is not America. We as bikers better stand up and say, and it's just not talking on the internet. It's talking about on the streets, real life. We ain't gonna conform to this tyranny any longer. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Join up with the Throttle Club, man. All you have to do is hit join. We got a bunch of different levels, affordable for everybody. You get the Zoom calls, which is, you know what? I really love the Zoom calls with all the audience and stuff. You get to put a face to everybody. Real good, fun time. So let me know. Do we live in America or do we live in the Soviet Union?